any business that you want to succeed in, if you work backwards with the business and you create a plan by working backwards, you'll get to the destination faster. Yo, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Creating Habits, and my name is Jarrell. And in today's episode, we are going to talk about a few things, event spaces, and a few things just general business. This is going to be on the quicker side. I'm not trying to take up a lot of your time. So if this is your first time tuning in, what I want you to do is that I want you to don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And understand that basically creating habits is all about a little bit of a lot of different things. Like I talk about event spaces, I'm talking about business, I'm talking about entrepreneurship, I'm talking about like leaving your 9 to 5, and talking about like my struggles with a 9 to 5. So like what I want to talk about tonight is a little bit on event spaces, but I'm kind of taking y'all through the journey. So I want to be clear. You have to, like, you're going to go through right now, if you feel as though that you're going through a season, that you're going through kind of like a tough season right now with your business, it's expected. Like, everything is not peaches and cream with business. And I apologize if it's been if I've ever tried to make it like that it's just so easy, and it's not. But it's easy, but it's not easy. And you're going to go, like right now, if you're going through a season where you're struggling, that just means that you're supposed to be struggling right now.
What's up, y'all? This is Jalen Brown. This is my partner, Brittany Williams.
Hey, how you doing, Brittany?
We coming to you live from our event space, Event 97, located in Houston, Texas. And we want to give a very special shout out to Jarrell Henderson. He's the best mentor doing it.
Yes. So we actually started the mastermind back in May. It took us like a month and a half to find our event space. So far, he's been dropping gems throughout the mastermind and giving us new ways on how to negotiate. Yep. So far, so good.
Yep, he give you step-by-step directions to help you get your event space. And he cater to your situation. Whatever you need, yes, he got you. So tap in with him.
Like, it's supposed to teach you a lesson. So like I have seasons where I struggle. I have seasons where things they just thriving. You're gonna have seasons, just like the real seasons, like the winter, spring, summer, fall. Like you're gonna have those seasons, right? So basically, if you're going through a struggle right now, so if you're struggling, it's okay. It's okay, because it's a part of business. So right now, if you're looking for a space and you can't find the space, what you need to be is deliberate in your practice. What does that mean? To be deliberate in your practice means you actually need to practice the craft consistently. So that means that no matter how hard it is to find a space right now, you need to keep after looking for a space, right? So that means that we can't, just because it gets hard, we can't stop. Just because you're not finding the spaces that you want, you can't stop. What you want to do is eliminate the thought process of, well, I have to. Because I see this a lot. I have to find the space, the perfect space in my city. I have to find, what is the perfect space? What does that look like? What you should do And what you should like be looking for is, and what you should know is, what are your deal breakers when looking for a space? What are your deal breakers? So, what things that don't you want to tolerate? And you really won't understand and know about the deal breakers until you start looking. That's the truth. Like my wife and I, we didn't really realize like what we didn't want to see with event spaces until we actually started looking, right? So you're not gonna know what you do and what you don't like in anything until you start. And that's the beautiful, honestly, that's the best part about entrepreneurship, is because with entrepreneurship, you really don't ever, it's like, unless you get a coach, you're gonna go through these bumps where it's like you're not gonna really know what's going on. And so if you don't want to go through the bumps, just keep it simple. Get a coach. Get someone who's went through it that can tell you the exact steps to go through. And even then, you're still going to go through some bumps, but nowhere near as many. See, we didn't get a coach when it came time to look for the event spaces. I didn't get a coach for a lot of things. I didn't start to get a coach until the last couple of years with things. And trust me, when I'm looking at new businesses now, it's 100% go get a coach. It's 100% go get someone that's already done the thing, right? So, and the reason that it's like that is because I want to get to where I'm going fast, and honestly, the faster that I get there, the longer that I can enjoy whatever the thing is. So right now, if you're looking to get a space, you need to take, like, if you're just starting out looking to get a space, watch. I got a whole playlist on event space called, it's like Event Space 101, an entire playlist on it. Go check it out. It takes you through everything possible needed to really just get your space. Now, if you want to know more about like the insurance stuff that you need and all these different things that you need, like, that stuff is really complicated. And also too, it's a lot of things that I don't really like talking about on these social media platforms because of the fact that I'm not like licensed in insurance, or because I'm not licensed in finance. So it's certain things that I just honestly reserve to my membership. Do I know about the insurances that you need? Yes. Do I know about some financial sides of things? Yes. But do I like to talk about the things and on social platforms and potentially getting my content taken down? No. So what I would honestly say is just do research. Like, do research. But generally, like, someone had asked me on like TikTok, and if you're not follow my TikTok, click the link down below. But they asked on TikTok, what is the insurance that you need? Well, the insurance is going to vary. This is one thing that I tell you all about a lot of things. There are certain things with event spaces that are standard, and there are certain things that things are going to vary. Insurance is going to need $1 million policy. So you're gonna need $1 million coverage policy. Now, when you hear that, you're thinking, "Oh, that's $1 million policy. It's gonna cost a lot of money." Doesn't cost a lot. It's about $100 to $200. So it doesn't cost a lot. So if you're wondering what is the key things that you're probably gonna need for your event space, it's gonna be $1 million insurance coverage policy, and it's gonna cost you anywhere in between $100 and like $200, depending on who you go through. And who you go through is all your preference. Just like, you gotta just do some of the, just go look at insurance providers. Use Google. We have supercomputers in our hands every day, and we're not really using them to the best of our capabilities. A lot of the questions that you ask that you want to know about, you can just Google it, and it'll tell you a lot of information. But this video is not really about like the insurance side. It's not really about the technical side as much as it's about, like, if you're struggling right now, it's okay. I want you to keep looking and be deliberate in your practice. Like, practice the craft of looking for a space. I want you to have deal breakers. Know exactly what you do and don't want in a space. And the best way to know that is to start looking. My taste is not going to be your taste. So it's certain things that I look for in property. Like right now, I'm looking at properties in different cities to buy, right? So my taste for these properties is not going to be your taste for the properties. So I can tell you, like, okay, look for this as a deal breaker, look for that. But it still may be some things that's not a big deal to you. So you got to get out there and actually start doing the things so you understand. Now, are there some common deal breakers? Yes. Stuff like foundational. stuff like roofing issues, stuff like that, like plumbing issues, stuff like HVAC issues. Like those would be some of my general common deal breakers, right? But then one of the, of course, other things is like to you, and like something that may be causing you to struggle is just deciding. You need to decide whether or not you actually want to do this business. And you need to just go ahead and do it. Like, stop thinking of, don't overthink and say, oh, I need all of this money. Because if you still think that, go look at my video, Event Space Myths. Go look at that video. I cover like what you need and what you don't need. But you need to decide. Do you want to do the business? Decide what type of events that you want to do. Decide, pick 3 events that you want to be known for. Just 3. Just 3 events. What do you want to be known for? Like in your city, what do you want to be known for? That's what's going to separate you from the competition. Then you need to decide a date and a time. Don't just say next year. Don't say, oh man, next year I want a space. Don't say in 9 months I want a space. No, you're not. You have to, with deciding, you have to be deliberate as well with deciding. You have to have a specific date. Put a date. When you decide, put a date. Y'all probably can't see this, but put a date and a time on it. Put a date and a time on when you want the thing. So I need you to, if you're struggling, it's okay. If you haven't found a space, it's okay. And if you want help and a fast track way to do it, and you want, you really, like a lot of people talk about, well, I want mentorship. Jarrell, can you mentor me? I'm going to put all the links for mentorship and everything down below. Schedule a call with me and the team and see if you're a great fit for mentorship. It's really that simple. It's like nothing like, it's not a secret to how you get mentorship with me. Like I do strategy calls to help you, and I do strategy calls, and we can do a strategy call to see if you actually are good for mentorship. If we're a good fit for each other. You know, like it's up to you. Like but I'm not like, you don't. I tell people all the time, you don't have to come to me for mentorship. There are other people that teach event spaces. It's it is what it is. I just teach from a standpoint of like, I'm a former agent. I'm a former real estate agent, so I kind of teach from that standpoint. I also teach from the fact of actually having one, and it's just like my mentees are crushing it. That's just what it is. So have you been thinking about getting started in the event space industry, getting your very own event space in your city, but you don't know how? You don't know how to find the space. You don't know how to get the funding for your space. You don't know where to get like tables and chairs from. You don't know anything about the business. You're like anything at all. My name is Jarrell Henderson. I want to help you do all of that. I'm a former real estate agent, and I was able to get this event space on my own. And I want to show you exactly how I did it. Okay, I want to show you exactly how I did it step by step. I want to show you how you find locations in your city with or without the help of an agent. It doesn't even matter. But I want to show you how you can get this done ASAP in your city. All right, now all you got to do is click the link down below. All right, I'm going to teach you the step-by-step process of finding your very own event space in your city. You can have a 2,000 square foot location just like this. You can have a 3,000 square foot location. You can have a 1,000 square foot location. But I'm going to show you how to get it started ASAP. Peace. Like one of my mentees just told me tonight on our mentorship call that she's booked for fully booked. So, hey, look, listen. Maybe I'll clip it up and put it in this video. Maybe I'll do that so y'all know I ain't capping, because I don't like to. A lot of people cap. I don't like.
Today, and also I'm very thankful to be booked the whole month of December. Well, every weekend.
Let's
So yes,
go.
I don't know what we doing, but hey, I hope we continue to do it. Continue to.
Hey, for the folks down in Texas, y'all better holler at Brittany. Y'all better drop something in the chat. Brittany, 2 people or 3 people down in Texas with you. Y'all better, yeah, 3 of them down there. Hey, I ain't finna.
And I'm located in Houston, Texas.
Hey, listen, hey, y'all better figure that stuff out.
And
okay.
We partner with decorators. That is, man, let me tell you.
I don't be capping. So yeah, so if you're struggling, it's okay. We got to be deliberate in practice. We got to have our deal breakers. Our insurance policy is going to cost us about $100 to $200 a month. We got to decide when we want the space. When do you actually want it? Put a date and a time on it. make the decision, and then go after it. And it's going to be easier because you'll have an actual target to throw. You can throw the target and it'll stick instead of just throwing, oh man, I want it in 3 months. Oh, I want it in 9 months. Be specific. Because then what's going to help you in business the most, and I'm just learning this, right? I'm like not just learning it, but really understanding like the value of it. Work backwards. Work backwards. All right. So let me erase this. Y'all good? We good? You good with this? Hopefully, right? So we got to work backwards, right? So if you don't have the space, this is if you don't have the space, right? Know when you want it. So know, like, think in your mind, I'm going to have the space by this date. I will have space, and then month, year, time, right? So, but you're speaking this in the present. So you know, like, you have, so it's pretty much, honestly, I have the space, month, year, time. Not I will have, but I have the space, month, year, time, right? So you're speaking this in the present tense. So now, again, we're already living as if we have the space. This is how we work backwards, right? Then, what does that space look like that you have? What does it look like? What does it look like? Then, what are the events that you do? What are the top 3 events? What do you charge? What do you charge for these events? You see how that's like how we just easily broke down and answered a lot of common questions with events that's probably been holding you back. You want to find the space, but you don't know where you're gonna find it. So you make the decision here. This is deciding. You decide. Excuse my handwriting, but you decide here. Right here, you decide I have the space, month, year, time. So let's just say you have the space by whenever your birthday is. If your birthday is in the next 90 days though. Okay? From whenever you're watching this video. So let's say then on your birthday you have the space. Well, what does your space look like? Well, my space is 1,200 square feet. It has all white walls. I have maybe you got concrete floors that are epoxy. Maybe you got tile floors. Maybe you got vinyl floors. Like, describe it to a T. Maybe you got central air. Describe the space? What does it look like to you? Envision it. Imagine it. This is imagination here. Imagine what it looks like, right? Then, what are the events that you're doing? So, what are you known for in with this space? What are you known for? Why? This is your why. This is why people are booking. What are you known for? What are you known? So why are people booking? Why book? This right here. What are the 3 events? These are the events that why the people are gonna book you. Then, last but not least, what do you charge for these 3 events? How much money do you want to make? That's the how much money you want to make. It's really like working backwards. Really like approach all of your businesses by working backwards. I had a impromptu and I was doing this. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna do this, but basically, if you click the link down below, I got an event space and funding bundle. And if you get that bundle, if you get the bundle right now, if you see the link, it might be 90% off. If it's not 90% off no more, you still should get it. Honestly, because it's lit, and on top of that, I'm doing one coaching call. If you got the bundle for you, I'm doing one coaching call with you, where you get to ask me questions. We can put together a big long-term strategy for you so you can succeed in this business. Like I said, one of my mentees just got on our call tonight and said she's fully booked, and I'm not taking 100% credit from that, but because she's her and her partner, they're actually out here doing the work. They lit. they lit, but they're deliberate in their practice. They're doing the things that they learned in the mastermind and doing other things as well, testing things, trying things, and everything's working. So that's pretty much what we gotta that's pretty much what we gotta do, and that's what's gonna help you succeed the most in this industry, in this business. So I encourage y'all, work backwards. That's it. That's all. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Creating Habits. I didn't really expect it to be this long, but listen, y'all, we're on the road to 1,000,000 subscribers, but we got to get to 1,000 first. So like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you find this information, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Like, share it out with somebody. Don't forget to follow me on all platforms. TikTok, it's Creating Habits. Instagram, it is @_RUGO, but I'm about to change that to something related to creating habits. And but for right now, Instagram is @_RUGO, and of course, YouTube is Creating Habits. Y'all on the channel, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what sort of content you want to see. But the power of working backwards to get your event space. This is it. This is really how you get your event space. You work backwards, and you'll get your event space faster. When you're gonna have the date and time when you're gonna have your space, what does your space look like? What are the top 3 events you're gonna do, and what are you gonna charge? That's really all. Like, that's it. Like, that's it. So get moving. Like, use the resources that you got now. I'm a resource. Join somebody's mentorship. Buy somebody's course. Like, stop trying to do it on your own and making a bunch of mistakes. I said it and I said it and I said it. Y'all, I made a $20,000 mistake doing it on my own, and like, I refuse to do that again. And so listen, buy a course, avoid the mistakes. Like, if you get the bundle down below, it's still maybe 90% off. So go grab it. If it's not, like, grab it, even if it's not 90% off. If it's 80% off or 85%, grab it. What's crazy about it is that it is so valuable because of what comes in it. Like, it's like 3 or 4 courses in the bundle, and just about a year's worth of content from my event space mastermind that details a little bit of everything with business. It talks about event spaces, digital products, Facebook ads, everything. Click the link on the bundle for the bundle, and like, just get that thing. Like, it's so undervalued, honestly. Like, it's the price, it should be way more than it is. So get that, and get the bundle for right now. You get the bundle, you get a call with me. And yeah, that's pretty much how that works. So yeah, man, y'all work backwards and you'll get everything that you want faster. So that's event spaces, that's Airbnbs, that's properties, that's money, that's.
Hey, I just want to spend a special shout out to Jarrell. He has definitely helped me assist with everything as far as regarding my event space and selfie museum. As you can see, I'm in one of the booths right now, working RVA Selfie Museum in Richmond, Virginia. But special shout out to him.
Any business that you want to succeed in, if you work backwards with the business and you create a plan by working backwards, you'll get to the destination faster. So peace and blessings. Once we knock out some of these real estate deals, y'all already know what's coming. Y'all know what's coming. Y'all know I gotta teach y'all the game. So peace and blessings.